Hiya, a bit of an experiment today. I've got a dead vacuum tube or valve here. It's the same as this type, which is used for pulse radar, but this one got air in it, so this one's dead. So I'm just doing a bit of an experiment to see if I can re-evacuate it and get the valve function to work again. So I've tested it with this one. I need to see if I can get the same behaviour with this broken one. But to do that, I need to evacuate the whole thing. And I do that with a roughing pump I've got here and this turbomolecular pump I've got here. This needs a bit of exercise, it's been sitting around for a while. So we'll have a go at, first of all we're going to evacuate that down, put the heaters on and then apply a signal on the voltage to the anode and see what happens. Valve under test here, got a signal generator going into the grid. Got 205 volts DC across the plate, and the speaker and a transformer here onto a scope. These heaters take 26 volts. So we've got gauge for the vacuum here in millibars of torr. This is the controller for the turbomolecular pump. This is a roughing pump, which I'll switch on now. If I'll switch all these things on and start the roughing pump up. So it gets a bit noisy, that's the only thing. So to start evacuating the valve, get the air out, you can see the pressure is falling. The system tends to be a little bit leaky actually. We can probably turn the heaters on now and of the valve. What I normally expect is to see the vacuum failing a little bit as the heaters heat up and drive out air. Now I'll start up the turbomolecular pump now. The vacuum is getting a bit better, the valve heaters are on, starting to blow. Let's see, it takes quite a wee while for this thing to spin up, but you might just manage to hear a bit of it over the noise. And the vacuum's already falling quite a bit. So we're improving vacuum now, the turbomolecular pump's on, and you can just see the speeds coming up. It's almost at half speed just now. I'm able to hear the turbo pumps now almost at full speed. These rotate at one heck of a speed, so 50,000 RPM. But I'm not getting a vacuum good enough to get much of a signal on the output though. Voltage is correct on the anode. What we're starting to see is there's still quite a bit of air in there. I can see a glow inside the valve. Let's see if we can capture it a bit better. Some lighting out. Yeah, there's quite a bit of ion emission in here. The heat from the heater inside the vacuum tube has started to soften my vacuum pipe. So it's collapsed as well, so this is going to gas out quite a lot anyway. Plastic pipes are a nuisance in vacuum equipment. Okay, this is a working valve set up, reasonable sound wave, heater voltage 22. So for high vacuum, you've got a roughing or backing pump onto one of these kind of pumps. This is a diffusion pump. These use high pressure oil or boiled oil in these to operate. So a little bit messier and slower than a turbomolecular pump, but these were more common once upon a time. So roughly how the diffusion pump works is you boil oil here, a bit like the old coffee percolator, and it fires high speed jets of oil out. These trap any molecules of air that are left in the high vacuum area, and they're drawn down to the bottom where they're removed by the backing pump. But today I'm using a turbomolecular pump. These are very nice and clean. There's no oil mess or anything with these. So in the turbomolecular pump is an arrangement where you've got a motor running impellers, and there's fixed ones and fixed blades and rotating blades on the motor shaft, controlled external motor controller. These are very high speed, they rotate at similar speeds to an aircraft engine. The idea is that molecules of air in here will actually get batted down through the sections by the impellers themselves and then drawn out with the backing pump. This is looking into the top of the molecular pump, and if I kind of briefly switch it on. You get the idea, can't run it up very fast. It can't attain full speed in the air. In fact, the air would damage the impellers quite easily.